Hey guys, Joel here. Just giving you a quick impromptu message. I was just prompted to do this message because of a conversation I was having earlier with someone. And what I was trying to explain to them is that when we're trying to get physically fit and we're trying to improve our body so that we can have a more productive, healthier life, what we do is we pay someone or we pay an institution that's going to hold us accountable, and then we go there and put ourselves under intentional strain that's tearing down muscles, causing us temporary pain, because after that temporary pain subsides, it's going to turn us into someone stronger. And that's called going to the gym. That's called working out. And a lot of times what happens to us is that we're afraid of the same work when it comes to relationships, because the pain is different that we put ourselves through. The pain that we're putting ourselves through, it's emotional and it's mental. And it challenges us to do some heavy lifting mentally and emotionally so that we can get rid of the faulty foundation and the error in our thinking and start to become more principled people than people that are moved by our emotions. And so those that make the bold, and I call it a bold step towards counseling and being held accountable so that they could be on the same page with someone that they're trying to build a relationship with, I encourage you, I applaud you, because it takes a different type of strength to do that. It takes a humble spirit, number one, but then it also takes a different type of strength, because challenging yourself to change old faulty thinking is not easy. It is indeed a process, but you're going to become better for it, right? I know for myself, when Sherilyn and I began to really work on our relationship, we both challenged each other. We both challenged ourselves. And what that looked like initially was every conversation sounded and felt like an argument. Every conversation was uncomfortable, right? But the more we had those conversations and the more we challenged each other, the more we began to trust one another, because step by step, moment by moment, we began to have common goals and common grounds. We stood on common grounds, or we got on the same page concerning the principles that we were going to allow to govern our life and govern our relationship. And so that's not always easy. It's emotionally taxing, it's mentally taxing, and it causes us to dig deep inside ourselves and make changes. And sometimes that pain is even greater than physical pain. As a matter of fact, some people would rather be beat physically than to be beat emotionally. Emotional pain can cause people to run from facing an issue year in, year out. Even though it's causing them and costing them years of their lives, the pain is so great to them that they would prefer to avoid it than to deal with it. And I was such a person, right? And so I'm encouraging you, being in the line of work that we are, where we're counseling people and challenging people to abort faulty thinking and to give up emotional thinking and move towards principled thinking. I would implore you to consider going that route, because what happens is it puts you in a place where you're stronger, right? And your relationship is so fruitful, and it's going to allow you guys to begin to trust one another, because two people that are operating based on principles and that have common goals, and they respect each other enough to listen and make the necessary changes to operate based on those principles, you're going to establish great emotional intimacy that's going to take you into your latter years with something awesome. When your kids are moved out, when things like the nice cars or promotions at the job, or even vacations and all the material things that kept you going when you were younger, when all those things wear away and you're looking at each other in your latter days, the emotional intimacy that's going to come from you putting in the emotional and mental work now is going to be priceless. And so I'm encouraging everyone to do the work, to face the difficult conversations. Challenge yourselves, right, by being held accountable and by working on getting on the same page, right? The Bible tells us in Amos 3:3, can two walk together unless they be agreed? And if you're not agreeing, and if you're not making decisions based on agreement on the same principles, then you cannot successfully build great intimacy that's going to take you into your golden years. And so do the work. Let's challenge ourselves emotionally and mentally. I know it's easy to say I'm going to go to the gym and challenge my body and put my body through pain to grow muscles. But it's more important also, or just as important, to challenge our mind, to challenge our soul, so that we can grow emotionally and mentally to be able to sustain the type of emotional intimacy that's going to be necessary for your relationship, for your marriage to be successful. Amen. Hope this message helped. Love you guys. We'll talk soon.